than usual tonight to get ahead of the time change. And right now, a proposal that could make daylight savings time year-round here in Nebraska is headed for debate by the full legislature. And the measure would put an end to the twice-a-year time changes in the federal government if it leaves the federal government's individual states, and if at least 3 neighboring states make the same move. So far, Wyoming and Colorado have passed similar legislation. Senator Breeze, who introduced the bill, says research shows the extra hour of sunlight in the evening can increase economic activity. Pushback on the bill has come from those worried kids will be going to school in the dark. And the fight to save a historic Underground Railroad site is now in the hands of the Nebraska legislature. Lawmakers are hearing a bill to purchase, repair, and operate Mayhew Cabin in Nebraska City. It's been closed ever since floods severely damaged the landmark in 2019, but a legal battle between the city and the foundation that owns the property over who's responsible for the damage has been left in limbo. Senator Justin Wayne believes the state needs to step in.
I believe this bill is one of the most significant and far-reaching cultural preservation bills this session.
We want to have the Mayhew Cabin refurbished, open for the public, that it can continue to tell that piece of history that Nebraska needs to tell.
Legislative Bill 474 would set aside $35 million to have History Nebraska purchase the site, update and manage the cabin. It would also upgrade Fort Robinson and create a Standing Bear and Ponca Cultural Museum. And as national university enrollment numbers fall by 8%, Nebraska universities face growing concerns. The University of Nebraska-Lincoln announced this week that the school is facing a $23 million budget gap. This comes amid pre-pandemic related low enrollment, discounted tuition, the expenses related to having multiple graduation classes, and having less international students opting to attend UNL. To address budget concerns, the university may reduce their budget permanently. According to UNL Chancellor Ronnie Green, new budgeting measures will be considered by the Academic Planning Committee before June 30th. And much of the Lincoln area experienced freezing rain this morning, but that didn't stop some from taking it to the trails at Wilderness Park. The 12th annual Run for the Bridges event kicked off a fundraising despite the winter weather, and it was very wet outside today. It attracted returning and new runners who all had a passion for the trails of Wilderness Park. The muddy paths posed a bit of a challenge for runners not used to running on the wet ground, but many pushed on while being cheered on by volunteers.
It is very different. I have never ran on a trail for a race. I've always just done road races, but this was a great experience. You know, the mud wasn't super slick. I thought the rain would be awful, but it's actually, you're running and you stay warm, and there's good people here.
Check back in with us at 10 to see how the fundraiser went and to see what today's race will help maintaining the park's bridges. And now let's get a check on the forecast with meteorologist Jessica Blum.
Yeah, like you were saying, Jatine, just a messy, rainy, freezing rain this morning that we started with. It's been a gloomy, just kind of a messy start to the last few days. Just definitely days to want to stay inside. Really, I have a great time lapse to show you over a tower cam going through this morning and into this afternoon, showing you some of that rain as it did fall around 7:30 to 8 o'clock this morning. As you can see, we had some icicles form on our tower cam for a time, and you can even see a white glaze over some of the tree line as of this morning, but it warmed up and those icicles fell off, and we actually had a peak of sunshine yet this evening as some of the clouds have started to break up. So that's been some of the good news. Out west, there's been a lot more clearing, so they were actually able to warm up quite a bit just off to the west too. York, Grand Island seeing some of the lower 50s today. So we are starting to clear here in Lincoln. That storm system that we've seen as of this morning now pushing through Iowa, northern Missouri, and through Illinois going through this afternoon into this evening. So this is a live look at Aurora. Not a cloud in sight actually at our Penner Bathing Solutions camera. Looking at temperatures out that way, 43 in York, or 41 in New York, 43 in Aurora, but 30s along where those clouds have been hanging tough this afternoon. So definitely playing a part yet this afternoon and going into this evening. Another day that we're not going to see temperatures go very far even into this evening. I think clouds will start to break up, especially as we go into tomorrow morning, and we'll have yet a cooler night to start the day on Sunday. But sunshine returning tomorrow, and we'll warm up slowly but surely and show you all that coming up in a few minutes.
Ooh, can't wait for the warm up. Thank you, Jessica. And making national headlines today, California once again dealing with another storm. This one is bringing torrential rains to northern areas of the state. President Biden has approved Governor Newsom's request for an emergency declaration amid a series of devastating winter storms. Here's ABC's DeMarco Morgan with the details.
Look how violent that water is.
In Tulare County, California, floodwaters racing through the streets. Firefighters helping to rescue residents stranded by the rising waters. The heavy rain causing this road in Santa Cruz County to cave in.
I've lived here my whole life and I've never seen the creek go actually through the road.
In Monterey County, the Pajara River levee breached, leaving roads flooded. Caltrans crews responding to areas of instability along this highway. In the foothills, this river flowing over its banks, homes threatened by the floodwaters. In the Sierra Nevada mountains and the city of South Lake Tahoe, the heavy snow load crumbled the awning of this gas station, sparking a gas fire. It's one of at least 7 structures that have collapsed.
The incoming rain coming in on top of that snow, we're doubling and tripling some of that weight.
The city is cautioning against unnecessary travel as the area deals with the snowmelt.
We can see landslides, mudslides, also avalanche control is in effect.
Over in Sacramento, the Oroville Dam opening up its main spillway for the first time in 4 years following record drought.
So right now we're releasing 8,000 cubic feet per second of water.
FEMA says federal assistance has now been made available to California as it continues to deal with a seemingly nonstop series of storms. DeMarco Morgan, ABC News, Los Angeles.
And also happening in California, the nation's 16th largest bank collapsed in the second biggest bank failure in U.S. history after depositors withdrew their money and concerns over the bank's health. Silicon Valley Bank did business with companies like Shopify, ZipRecruiter, and Pinterest. Its collapse rattled financial markets, with the Dow Jones finishing the week down more than 300 points. The FDIC, along with the Treasury Department, say they have a process to deal with bank failures just like this, insisting the bank system has been shored up since the financial crisis 15 years ago.
They have very good risk management since the financial crisis because of changes brought after the crisis. So I think the banking system is probably as strong as it's ever been.
It's important to note that the FDIC standard insurance covers depositors up to $250,000. The agency says regulators will work over the weekend to make sure that insured depositors will get up to $250,000 of their money on Monday when the bank reopens. And it's time to check your garage or closets. Your vintage vinyl may be more in demand. For the first time since 1987, vinyl records outsold CDs as the older medium experiences a resurgence. The information comes from the 2022 report from the Recording Industry Association of America. The report shows that sales of records have been on the rise since the late 2010s. Part owner of local record store Lincoln Vintage Vinyl says they have seen a similar trend in their store since it opened around 2017.
It's awesome. I mean, every year we've been in business, we've increased both in inventory and sales. It's just been incredible that it's taken off the way it has.
The store sells new and used records and equipment and will even buy your old unwanted albums. Still to come, helping lovable cats and dogs find forever homes, how a local business is helping to not only find perfect matches, but also making sure families have the right tools to take care of their new pets.
Salvage Warehouse has the best selection of new and used household appliances. Delivery and installation is available along with a full warranty offered on every appliance sold. Stop by today for the income tax sale and receive up to 25% off on all items at Salvage Warehouse.
So if we spend a third of our lives sleeping, shouldn't we try to get the best sleep possible? That's why Denver Mattress is all about that sleep life. And during the 4-day super sale, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Check out the Summit Firm for only $299.99, or save up to $100 on our Aspen lineup. Plus, 4 years no interest, no down payment, and free shipping. Improve your sleep life one night at a time. Only at Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right mattress.
We fix basements.
We fix basements.
We fix basements.
We fix basements. Since 1994, F Foundation Repair has been fixing basements. Go to WeFixBasements.com to learn more.
Pepperoni, pepperoni, pepperoni.
Here's your pepperoni, pepperoni, pepperoni. Sorry, when you say pepperoni, 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 are you saying the ingredients or the name of the pizza?
Yes.
There's 3 kinds of pepperoni. So he got the pepperoni, pepperoni, pepperoni pizza, and they're making more of the pepperoni, pepperoni, pepperoni pizza, and that does come with the 3 kinds of pepperoni, which is why they call it the pepperoni, pepperoni, pepperoni pizza. But do I want the pepperoni, pepperoni, pepperoni pizza? I do want a pepperoni, pepperoni, pepperoni pizza. Can I get
the pepperoni, pepperoni, pepperoni pizza with deli-style traditional and crispy cupping pepperoni? It's the perfect amount of a lot of pepperoni. Order from the Casey's app for a limited time only.
Weather in Nebraska can be wild. With the Storm Alert team diligently tracking conditions, you're never caught off guard. Whether you're planning a day out or bunkering down for the storm, prepare for whatever the weather brings with the Storm Alert team.
Salvage Warehouse has the best selection of new and used furniture for every room. We offer a wide variety of furniture options, including new mattresses available in all sizes. Stop by today for the income tax sale and receive up to 25% off on all items at Salvage Warehouse.
Today, the Tractor Supply Company in Waverly helped match some adorable cats and dogs with their forever families. The paw adoption event featured vendors set up all around the store with information about how to care for a pet. The owner of the Cat House, and that's a no-kill cat shelter here in Lincoln, who was also in attendance, says she hopes this event can help others know that there is a place for the community to come and adopt cats and enjoy time together.
I think that it will let people know that there's a great place to come and visit cats and adopt cats and get advice about cats, and just if you're a cat lover, the Cat House is just a great place to come.
The event also featured a pet washing station where you could give your furry friend a bath before going home. And looking ahead to next weekend, you can get your special Easter-themed photos taken with your pets while also supporting a good cause. Money raised from the Big Ears and Easter Bonnets Pet Portrait Fundraiser goes to the Cat House. The event is being held on Sunday, March 19th from 1 to 5 p.m. at the Paws for Fun Indoor Dog Park. All proceeds will be provided free of charge. Or actually, that's props.
And again, daylight savings time is tonight, and we will gain more sunlight from here on out. We'll take a look at what's coming up next when we come back.
Hi, my name is Troy. I lost 170 pounds with the help of Dr. Familiar and his team at Heartland Weight Loss. Now that I've lost the weight, I feel great. I cannot believe how much energy I have. A lot of the things I can do now are part of being able to go to Husker football games, being able to enjoy sports with my daughter. This is her first year playing basketball this year, so I'm very excited for what lies ahead. It transformed my life, and it can transform yours too. It's the best decision I made for my life and for my family. Call Heartland Weight Loss at 402-GET-HELP.
Heavy duty pulling power to conquer the high road or the off-road. The GMC Sierra Heavy Duty, premium and capable. Step up to GMC with 3.9% APR for 5 years on 2023 Sierra Heavy Duty SLT models. We are professional grade GMC.
Ernie's Mattress First wants to know, what kind of sleeper are you? Is it the pancake, the broad jumper, or the bundle? Our sleep experts with sleep diagnostic technology can help you find the perfect mattress, no matter how you sleep. And now you're in the perfect position to save with Sealy mattresses as low as $299. Save up to $800 on Stearns & Foster. Ask about 48 months interest-free financing. Rest assured, you'll always get a great night's sleep from Ernie's Mattress First.
5 stars are better than 3, and 2 thumbs up are better than 1. That's why, as your mayor, I've worked to make Lincoln an even better place to call home, adding more police officers every single year, investing over $200 million in streets, and making Lincoln one of the best cities for economic recovery by supporting small businesses and new job training programs. Still, there's more to do. I'm Lyrian Gaylor-Baird. Join me to make Lincoln an even better place to call home.
Now, your Storm Alert team forecast with meteorologist Jessica Blum.
So yeah, the last few days, it's been a string of just clouds and clouds, dreary days, a mix of wintry mixtures of freezing rain and just a lot of just kind of the kitchen sink being thrown at us at this time of the year. Can expect that, but again, we're starting to look better. It can't stay here forever, so we are going to start to clear out, and with that, we do have daylight savings time tonight. So sunset right around 6:29 tonight, again within the next 15 minutes or so. Sunset tomorrow though with daylight savings. I know we lose an hour of sleep tonight, but we do gain an hour of sunlight going forward. So sunsets from here on out 7:30 or later. That's the good news. So again, remember to set those clocks forward an hour ahead going into tonight so you're on time for things if you have things going on tomorrow. Another beautiful thing to look at, Honda of Lincoln Camp showing the sun. We haven't seen this for quite some time. I'm excited to talk about it and show it to you this evening. It's a beautiful look out there at our Lincoln, and we're starting to see some spots start to dry up as well. We saw some freezing patches of drizzle. I saw, especially in southern portions of Lincoln. Again, saw some accumulating rain too in spots all around town, seeing 2/10 to almost 3/10 of rain accruing over across town, but really the cloud covers played a part in a lot of our temperatures going through this afternoon. So we've been hanging in these upper 30s for some time because of this cloud cover, but just to the west, 40s and even close to 50s this afternoon because they were able to clear out and see a lot more sunshine today. So again, we're kind of hanging on the northwestern fringes of this system, kind of seeing some of those clouds hang around, but it's really been doing a number for some of those that have been able to clear out today, seeing some 50s even right now, still in North Platte, 52, 51 right now in McCook. So satellite radar does show a lot of that cloud cover starting to move off, again, pushing off to the east, a lot of clearing back behind it. So going to see a lot more sunshine going throughout the day tomorrow. And Storecaps really does pick up on that over the next several hours going into late Saturday evening. Could see, again, some clouds hanging on yet this evening. I think we could stay mostly cloudy through tonight, but as we're on the edge of this system and it starts to churn and go, it starts to churn its way, it could bring some more cloud cover to northeastern portions of the state. We start to clear out by early tomorrow morning, so look at 9 o'clock, again, eastern and southeastern portions of the state clearing out, except northeastern Nebraska kind of hanging on to some of that cloud cover, and that's really because the system is turning and kind of sitting over place over the Great Lakes right now, and again, staying in place and bringing some cloud cover on the northwestern half of that system going through the evening on Sunday. So I really think we do break apart a lot of these clouds going through the day tomorrow, but tonight I think they hold on for just a bit longer, but even though we will see temperatures drop down into the middle and lower 20s overnight, so it will actually be one of our cooler nights for the past couple because we really haven't seen temperatures change a whole lot over the last several days because of this cloud cover. And then we break apart tomorrow, and even though we are breaking apart tomorrow and we should be warming up, that northerly breeze will stick with us for some time, gusting upwards of 20, 30 miles per hour, not allowing us to warm up a whole lot. So high temperatures right around the lower 40s for the day tomorrow. But a sneak shot at looking at next week. Tuesday, Wednesday, I think we're really going to start to look pretty as we get through a couple colder days and we have warm air heading our way. So the bright look as we look towards the future, I think Wednesday and heading into Tuesday and Wednesday are going to be our best days before we start to see, again, this pattern emerging. I've been talking to my parents. They've been really mad because like every Thursday, it just seems like it's the same story. We're getting some type of wintry mix around the same time every week. It's kind of been kind of boring, kind of, the same thing every week. But Wednesday and Thursday, it really looks like that's going to happen again this week. I think we might see some rain transition into some snow late Thursday, but again, for now, we're starting to clear out. We're starting to warm up later this week. We've got a couple colder days to get ahead first, and don't forget to set those clocks forward an hour going into this evening.